Hey y'all, I hope you're doing well today. We have just finished up Olympus Coliseum, and now it's time to go to the Disney Castle. First I'm going to do a little bit of exploration and grinding around Hollow Bastion, but then we'll get into the next world. There's not going to be too much trickery or discovery. We're just going to be blasting through the story in this one, so stick with me, and I'll be back with you in a bit.
Let's go!
Oh, well, this is Anti-Form. This has a small chance of activating, and it increases every single time that you use any drive whatsoever, and we just happen to get it pretty early. There is an achievement to have this occur 13 times in a single playthrough, and we'll eventually be farming that with the Colosseum later in the game, when we get some items to make it easier, of course. But for now, it's a really powerful combat form, so we can clear some enemies and then get out. One of the downsides is that when you use Anti-Form and you leave an area, you lose that drive. So we're back to zero. We don't get our Valor farm, but worse things have happened to better people. I think I still want to go do some grinding over in the Bailey, maybe do some shop running. I don't like that I don't have trinkets or, that extra small amount of strength early on, so I might go buy some strength accessories as well to put on myself and some friends. Maybe just one lap here. I don't really like where Thunder is. It was Y in Kingdom Hearts 1 because that's where I tend to keep the AoE. In Kingdom Hearts 2, Y tends to be saved for Reflect and Fire. And Thunder tends to be your direct damage ability, so we're going to put that on X. I'll bet you I can get that. Shit. Well, later. If you middle click your right joystick, you get an instant camera front, and that can be pretty valuable sometimes. Bet you I can get this puzzle piece. Shit. Alright, let's go do some shopping. I know I can't get that one yet. Ooh, yeah, skateboard. I do want to try this out. I know there's an achievement for getting like a huge amount of points on this. I don't think this is the one you get it on. Although it might be possible to get the journal score here. It's only a couple hundred, I believe. I somewhat recall in the original version of this game you could building hop to get huge numbers there, but they must have fixed that. No big deal. We should have needed to get the journal stamp for this one. It's just fun. That's really the only way to describe it. Like, you can't fall, you can't fail. You're just kind of skateboarding around having fun. There's some numbers. That's what we want to see. Alright, that should do it. I'll go back and do more journal stuff later. It's always one of those tedious things when you're going through the journal. Which one of these do I want? Sardonyx, right? Yeah. I think I want 2 of these. Yeah, let's take 2. But yeah, I tend to clear out the new journal entries at intervals very rarely because it takes a lot of time. And there's not entirely a whole lot of incentive to do things outside of the puzzle pieces. And even they come later on. So, okay, is this... I think that should be about right. Yeah. Do I want to buy armor for them? I don't think that's really necessary early. Nah, let's just move on. Sorry, Unc. We gotta go to Disney. I think these Heartless respawn because I did the skateboarding here. But I'm not sure. Sometimes they just respawn in this game. Also, sometimes in this game, the Heartless will have spawns that are dependent on what entrance you use to enter an area. Like, if I clear out a space from the north entrance, and no more things spawn when I come in from the north entrance, but then I leave the south entrance, and I come back into the south, there will be new Heartless that spawn in certain areas that I didn't see before. And I think that's a pretty neat mechanic in this game. Alright, I think that's enough of Paolo Bastion and the setup. Let's go do some story. I like that there's no gummy roots, it's just, you can land here.
This is your castle. Must be nice to be home, huh? Well?
You know, something just don't feel quite right.
You know, these two are on the radio like literally the rest of the game. Why did they not call us?
Move it! Let's go! Queen Minnie needs to see you! The castle's in danger! Hurry, to the library!
Alright, welcome to Disney Castle. This is where you go to get your video demonetized. Listen to that music. Beautiful. Just remember this counts as commentary. Oh, that's experience boost. I want that right now. These little eggy boys are rough. When I see them, I just start hitting triangle and hope. Eventually you get magnet, and magnet helps with them quite a bit, but by that time, you're not too worried about what they do anyway. Alright, I think that's this room. I'm gonna save up real quick here, and then take a quick break and move on to the rest of the castle. Alright. That was good. I ate some soup. Feeling recharged. Let's go fight some things. Egg boys.
Give me strength.
And that's the egg boys.
Give me strength.
You know what? Let's take a minute and look at Chicken Little. This guy makes everything pretty easy. Little trash like this. So he does a couple of things. I never use his actual ability. It's not super great. But he has these eggy orbs that he throws out. He has that whistle that makes everything surround him kind of like a taunt. And he gives you lifesteal. When you hit things with him out, your health just goes up. So, he against big waves like this of like tiny trash, Chicken Little is just completely broken. Feel free to use him all the time. You're going to notice I time my hits here in some very specific ways. Right after the summon goes from 1 to 0 and then back up to 1. That's intentional, because every time your summon gauge is used, or depletes by one number, you gain an XP. So by timing your swings right at that transition, you can get yourself an extra pop of a number and give yourself an extra XP as you push through. And when we get to the point of the game where we're actually grinding that part out, we're going to be using that heavily. As far as XP is concerned, that room was not worth it. Yeah, I kind of want that. I also need some potions. Just a bit more defense, a little bit extra safety. I guess I could have just made that instead of buying the item, but hindsight's 2020. These are both good to have. Honestly, I can just put things on my other characters. There you go, Donald. Hi, Queen.
Your Majesty, Queen Minnie, we're back. You're here.
Your Royal Highness, did you happen to summon us?
Yes.
Where's the king?
Excuse them. This is your friend Sora. Sora! The king told me all about you in his letters. He said you're a very brave young man.
So, do you know where he is?
Your Majesty, what your Highness doing in your castle? Oh my, so those are the Heartless.
Don't worry, we'll take care of him.
I know I can count on you, Sora. Now there's something I'd like all of you to come and see. Would you please escort me to the audience chamber?
What?
I forgot to warn everyone else in the castle about the danger. We must be sure they're hidden somewhere safe.
Okay, we'll go tell them.
The whole castle?
We just gotta split up, Donald.
I'll make sure that everyone knows what's going on.
No, Sora, you just get lost.
Okay, then I'll stay with the queen.
Good.
Alrighty then, see you later.
The audience chamber, right, ma'am?
Yes, Sora. Let's be on our way.
Alright, this part's pretty fun. Queen Minnie has a couple abilities that you can use that are just really strong. So, this is not Kingdom Hearts 1, we can't turn that fireplace on. So we're going to go through this hallway and then the big throne room and liberally use the Y command to just blow up bad guys.
This way. This way. This way. This is it. Yeah. This way. Yeah. Let's go.
She does a lot of damage.
This way. Let's go.
Alright, part 1 done.
Just one moment. As soon as the trouble started, I made sure to seal this room. Now then, shall we?
This second part's a little bit easier because we can just spam in the Faith command and get a ton of XP.
Not here too!
I got him.
These guys aren't really that easy to just fight and kill, but the instant you get Queen Minnie close to you and use that Faith command, they will take a lot of damage. I believe at this point in the game she will be two-shotting them.
This way.
I was kind of letting things group up or getting Minnie over. There we go, now we can start doing this.
Let's go.
Hey, a level.
This way.
There!
Let's go.
Lost!
This way.
Alright, I'm going to take Minnie through this room and just faith spam this entire
This
place.
way. Let's go. This way. This way. Let's go. Let's go. This way. Let's go. Let's go. This way. Let's go. This way. Let's go. Let's go. Wait. Yeah. Yeah. This way. This way. This way. This way.
Wait!
Let's go.
Lost!
Good times.
Come on, give me a break. Huh? Whoa.
The room below is called the Hall of the Cornerstone. Our castle has always been safe from worlds that are evil, thanks to the Cornerstone of Light, which we keep down there.
The cornerstone of light?
This is the castle's cherished cornerstone. Oh, but look! The thorns, they must be the work of someone very evil. I wonder what this could mean.
Huh?
Magnificent!
No way.
Well, well, well. What have we here? If it isn't the wretched Keyblade holder and his pitiful lackeys.
Now you're gonna deal with me!
All in good time. I promise you'll be able to partake of my vengeance, but you must be patient.
Just what are you doing here, Maleficent?
Ah, Queen Minnie. Radiant as always. I'm here on a property venture. I want this castle for my own. However, it's a bit too bright for what I have in mind. I suppose I'll just have to fill every room with my personal touch of darkness.
You'd better stop right now if you know what's good for you.
Ooh, how frightening. Very well, I'll stop. Just as soon as the castle belongs to me.
What a hag.
Nothing like this has ever happened before. I looked through all the records in the library, but I couldn't find a single clue.
Oh!
Huh?
We should go ask somebody who knows lots of stuff that ain't in any book.
Merlin the Wizard! Yes, that's perfect. Merlin just might know something about this mess. Let's ask his advice.
We saw him in Hollow Bastion, right?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go see Merlin.
Anybody home?
Merlin!
The castle's in danger.
What is all that racket? Oh, I thought. Oh, it's you. It looks like you've learned a bit since the last time I saw you.
Really?
Wait a minute! Let's talk about the problem! It's Magnificent! She's back!
Where? Inside the castle?
Yup, and Heartless too.
Oh dear.
Magnificent wants to send over the whole castle and own it! She filled the hall of Cornerstone with tiny bears and she's getting afraid of what God There's hardness in every part of the castle! The queen is in danger! What?
Perhaps I'd better just see for myself. Interesting.
What's happening, Merlin?
This is not good. In fact, I'm afraid it's quite serious.
What's that?
My boy, that is a gateway to a special world. Someone in that world is responsible for what's going on in this castle. Of that, I'm certain.
Oh, boy!
We knew we could count on you, Merlin.
Then we should go get him.
Wait a moment. The perpetrators must be stopped, of course, but there's something else to do first. Somewhere in that world, there should be another door that's identical to this one. I believe our enemies are utilizing that door. As long as it remains open, the castle will be in grave danger. Listen carefully, Sora. You must find that door, and when you do, lock it with your keyblade.
Got it.
You'll get down on us!
And now, one more thing. You're heading into a very special world. While you're there, the nature of that world may tempt you to do something dark. You must resist that temptation at all costs.
What do you mean?
You'll know soon enough. I have faith in you, my lads.
Good deal. So Merlin doesn't really want us to alter the past. I don't really blame him. Yeah. Let's go hang out a bit at that Timeless River. It should be fun.
Hey, look! There's the cornerstone of light.
What's going on? Everything's black and white.
Oh, this is kind of one.
Deja vu?
Yeah, that's it!
Really? Have you been here before?
Hey, you! Seen any bad guys around here?
That's messed up.
Why, you oughta... Nah, I don't have time to waste on punks like you, so I guess I'll go easy on ya.
Well, there's our villain.
Yeah, Timeless River. The story here is pretty brief, though the time that we spend here will be a little bit longer. This is the perfect world for leveling up your wisdom form, and I also do a lot of early limit form farming here, just to stay caught up with the levels as I progress through the game, in a place that's both safe and relatively easy to farm. We'll probably talk a bit more about that after this world is complete, when I have access to wisdom form and this world is more open for the Heartless farming. that I can get that. Shit.
What's with you, squirts? You got some kind of bone to pick with me?
More than one.
Dem's fighting words. Huh?
Not so fast.
What's that for? What's that for?
That's not a real fight.
What you folks beef with me anyway? Who are you? You new around here?
Cut the act.
Whoa!
You know, something doesn't seem quite right here. Are you sure you're Pete?
Well, of course I'm Pete. I'm the captain of the steamboat, so stop bothering me, see? So hit the road. I gotta go find the little runt what stole my boat.
Gosh, maybe we made a mistake.
I'm starting to think the same thing. He hasn't even called any Heartless.
Aw, poor Pete.
Sorry we attacked you like that, Captain Pete.
Oh, yeah? Well, if you're really sorry, then go find my steamboat.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my hickey back.
Just a casual, friendly leg massage from Donald Duck. Yeah, timeless river time. So here's the main body of this world, is these 4 rooms. They all link together and out here through like windows that are in there, and they all spawn a lot of Heartless. So we're going to be going through all of these here once and then many more times later.
Hey, look! There's the cornerstone of light!
What's going on? Everything's black and white.
Deja vu?
Really? Have you been here before?
He seems kind of different somehow.
Come on, we've got to help him.
There's that mayhem meter up there in the corner. I don't know that I ever seen it get full. I'm not sure what happens when it does. I wonder if you just lose.
Huh?
You absolute idiot. You've managed to fail at everything. And what's more, you foolishly thought you could take my place while I was away. Well, as of now, you're finished. Mark my words, there'll be no place for you when our time comes. Useless imbecile.
But I...
Fire! Come on, he needs our help.
So this fight's going to introduce one of the more challenging and controversial enemies in this game, the car. When this enemy gets to about a third health, it goes into a desperation move. Not too many regular enemies have EMs, but this one does. And you just gotta, if you don't have something like a magnet to break it out of the animation, you kind of just have to dodge through it. It becomes immune to damage when it starts the ability, but I believe after the first dash, it then be hurt in the interim between the second and third, though I'm not 100% on that. Typically, I take care of these enemies with magnet, which right now I'm using Chicken Little as a bit of a pseudo-magnet, and that's been helping. Yeah, you see that helps out quite a bit.
Well, that takes care of that.
Hey!
Oh, for crying out loud. She didn't have to go and say that. Okay, I might have messed up every now and then, but I'm a lot more things than useless. Why, when I was starting out... Oh, I miss those good old days. What I wouldn't give to go back in time. What I wouldn't give. Huh? Hey, I think that's my...
The town shrunk.
Or do you think maybe we got bigger?
Hey, look at the toy cannons.
This one's fun because you can use this tower to your advantage during the fight. It has a reaction command that makes it able to shoot a little bit and stun your enemies.
What's he saying? Hey, they're heartless. Ha! Yeah. Yeah. Ah! Yeah. Ah! Yeah. Light. Here. Man, that was weird.
Look, Sora, over there.
Fascinating. This appears to be a portal to the past.
Yeah, it was the strangest thing.
Stop gawking! And start thinking of a way we can use it to our advantage.
Okay?
Now, perhaps I could give you one more chance to redeem yourself.
Oh, thank you, thank you. You can count on me. So what do I do?
Patience, my dear. What have we here? Well, if it isn't the cornerstone of light. Now we can take the castle from those fools, but we'll have to proceed with the utmost of care.
Oh, Goofy got it finally. Good job, big guy.
What are they building?
Look out!
Thanks, Your Majesty. Now, let's get those heartless. Right. Hold it.
I don't quite know what causes the scaffolding to get so bouncy occasionally. Sometimes I think it's Chicken Little, or like AoE abilities hitting the centerpiece, and sometimes it just happens without being hit, and sometimes I do those things and the scaffolding doesn't bounce, so it's just kind of confusing. Though it also doesn't have much bearing on success or failure, it's just kind of a weird thing in this game.
Hey, look!
Listen well. On the other side of this portal, they're about to begin construction on that wretched castle. But until then, their treasured cornerstone of light lies unguarded, with all of its power still contained.
The cornerstone of light?
Yes. That cursed sphere is the very thing that prevents us from entering the castle.
Oh,
You know what must be done? Go then. Time to prove your worth. And don't dare to fail me again.
don't fail her again. Let's see. That's it. I just gotta smash that cornerstone to smithereens. But first, I gotta go get my old boat back.
It was Pete after all.
Still, something doesn't seem right.
The Pete we met here had kind of an attitude, but he didn't seem like a bad guy.
Now that castle's as good as ours.
That's the Pete we know.
Oh no!
The cornerstone's gone.
They're gonna fill the castle with darkness. We gotta hurry.
Hey, hold it right there.
No way, small fry. I finally found the pipsqueak what stole my steamboat. Right, me. No, it wasn't me. I'm just somebody who looks like me.
Oh, which is it?
Alright, and so now we're basically at the point where we can go and fight Pete. This is kind of a gimmick fight. Why did I go here? This is kind of a gimmick fight in that you really just have to worry about using reaction commands and not falling off the boat while the timer comes down. It's kind of hard to lose this upcoming boss battle.
Wait! Shut up! Your future's on the line, Pally, so back off and give me the boat!
After him.
You mugs couldn't follow me if you wanted to. Later, losers!
So Pete Boy here just kind of throws things at you, and if you spam the triangle or Y, you will hit them back at him. After you do a couple of them, he ends up getting stunned and things come to shore. And then you can run over here and just press your button, the reaction command to get on this hook. And here's the boss. It's this hanging cage. The thing that makes this tricky is knowing to hang on when you hit the button. There you go. And then you can keep hitting the boss. This is the whole fight. Oh, I fell. Shame. If that happens, you just beat up some enemies, watch the boat keep going, and once you end them, you can get back on and start doing damage. The timer's not too tight. The reaction command window timing isn't too tight. This is just a goof.
Yes.
You'll pay for this?
Donald, we'll come back for it later.
Pete's heading for the doorway.
I like the legitimately competing priorities, where both of these things are important, but they just have to be together on them. Good teamwork, guys.
You're still wet behind the ears.
Then try us.
What's that for?
So if you remember Pete in Olympus, this is Pete in Timeless River. He's pretty much the same fight, except for instead of pressing Y to do the reaction command for Hercules, you press Y to do a reaction command for Pete. Pete's going to get upset or run around and run amok like he did in his little mini fight, and you can have him do the turnabout with the reaction command, and that'll cause him to go run towards Big Pete instead of us. Outside of that, it's just beat up Pete, and every certain amount of HP thresholds, he will transition scenes to another area that we've already been, and then you just do the same thing there and keep beating him up. This is just like they didn't have a boss fight for this world, so they gave you Pete again. Thankfully, I think this is the last time we face Pete as a boss, outside of things like when he shows up in the Colosseum. But those don't count, because everybody shows up in the Colosseum. It's also bouncy. It's kind of hard to get a beat on him. I don't actually know what some of those collision prompts were over there on the corner. Just clash, clash, clash. Over, off the... Yeah, what is that? Hey, we got beat down. That is Timeless River's story mode.
It serves you right. Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, and stay out.
Yeah, I know.
Would somebody tell me what's been going on here? Who was that creep anyways?
Hello? That creep was you from the future.
Sora, that's a secret.
Secret? What kind of secret? Oh, never mind. Sorry I put you guys through all that trouble.
Oh,
And to show you my appreciation, I'll let you pilot my steamboat. Best little craft on the river. My deckhand Mickey's late anyways.
Heck yeah, what a good time. I like how when you meet a good version of Pete, you can just kind of chill with them. At least after we get over all the weird stuff. Oh, Mickey, there you go, bud. Monochrome. I probably won't use that.
Well, I'll bet you the castle's safe now.
Guess we should head back.
Well, as long as we're here.
Donald!
No. Oh, what's the big idea? Let me go! Let me go!
Oh, Donald. He's such a good duck. We all know he wouldn't actually do it. But it's fun to pretend. Yeah.
The thorns have disappeared.
By George, the lads have accomplished their mission.
Hooray! Let's have an acorn feast to celebrate!
Welcome back. Because of your bravery, the castle is safe and protected again. Thank you so much for all you've done.
Good work, you guys!
Now, boys, I hope you didn't do anything reckless while you were there.
Of course not! Daisy! Daisy, I'm back!
Who?
Daisy is Donald's very special sweetheart.
Really?
Donald, you forgot about our date again. You'd better have a good excuse this time.
But Daisy,
I know it's an important mission, but you could at least check in every once in a while.
Aw.
Sure.
Donald?
Just be a minute.
Going somewhere?
Of course not.
Oh, look.
Daisy, we need Donald for just a little longer.
How much longer?
Well...
I'll be back soon, Daisy.
Don't you worry, Queen Minnie. We'll return.
Please tell the king that we're still looking for him.
I will.
See you soon!
Think wisely.
Yeah. And here's Wisdom Form. This is the magic version of what Valor Form is for physical. And generally, it has a couple niche uses against certain bosses and certain phases that we'd want to deal... Ooh, new episode. I probably won't deal with that until later. But it gives you extra magic ability. We won't be using it as a general form outside of its little niche ability spots, like against Denix. But we will be leveling it up as much as we can, because the quick run that you get from it, that X, or the square ability, or yeah, man, Xbox controllers, X, yeah. It's called X if it's square, or it's called X if it's A, depending on if you're an Xbox user or a PlayStation user. And I keep getting my lexicals messed up, but The point I'm trying to make is we have to go through the process of leveling up to get Quick Run. Just because that ability itself is good to have in normal Sora form, it provides a lot of extra mobility, it lets you get places faster. It's just something that I want to have, even if I'm not planning on using Wisdom form itself, in a general sense at least. And the best way to do that is here in Timeless River, or through that door in Timeless River. What we're going to be doing is going in there, popping our Wisdom form, and killing all of the Heartless inside the doors. The way Wisdom form leveling works is you get 1 XP for every Heartless defeated while in Wisdom form. And there is a save point that gives you your mana back right there, and there is that door that connects Disney Castle to the Timeless River. And what you can do is use the transition point to come back to this room and exit Wisdom form and get your drive gauge max backed out. So you can do this over and over to be in Wisdom form, basically indefinitely, with a save point between you and your recharge point, constantly filling you up with mana so you can go and just spam Thunder on bad guys and get your Wisdom form leveled up quite quickly. We're going to spend a little bit of time doing that here. I'll probably edit some of this out in post because you don't want to watch me do this for a half hour. And so with that, I think with this grind session, I'm also going to call this an episode. We've gotten through, Disney and Timeless River. We have Port Royale coming up, and there we get to be pirates, and that's lots of fun. So let's get into this grind. If you've watched up to this point, I want to say thank you so much for hanging out. And until next time, be good to each other, y'all.